Alright, so this week I got another thing of sides. The one we've got this week is the Zesty Spanish Rice sides. And since it's Zesty Spanish, it's got a whole bunch of ingredients in there already. Beans, tomato powder, bell peppers, powdered cilantro, all kinds of fun stuff. Garlic, salt, pepper, garlic, okay. So it's got all that stuff. So what we're going to do this week, since I have to make some fun, exciting dish, just like I did last week, is I'm going to make some stuffed peppers. So what we need is, of course, the box of the Zesty Spanish sides. We need some ground beef. We need some green peppers. And we got to boil up some water, so that's in the process of getting hot. Let's see what's inside of this rice here, hey? We'll open that up. See what we got. There's our bag of rice. And then our nice little flavor packet thing-o-bob. So once the water starts to boil, we're going to put the rice in, and I think he's going with it too. Bring no oil. Yeah, so the flavorings for the rice goes in there with it. We're gonna prepare the rice just like the box says, and then we're gonna basically end up mixing that in with the meat and put it into the green peppers. While I'm still waiting for the water to boil, I can use this here knife and start cutting away at the peppers. So what you're going to do is take the pepper, take the knife, and we're going to go around and cut the top off, cutting out like a nice little circular thing here, all the way around, and just pull the top right out. And you see there's a bunch of seeds left inside, so just use your fingers and pull out all the little seeds, and we're going to go ahead and do that with all the peppers we're going to make. Now that our water is boiling, we're going to add our rice to the water, as well as our little seasoning packet here. And then we need to grab ourselves a spoon and stir it all up together. So we're gonna let the rice cook off, and then once that's done, we're gonna add it to the meat and then put it into the peppers. Now this step is gonna seem a little odd, probably. It's just something that I found helps the meat out. You can do this for burgers too. What we're going to do is we're actually going to add a little bit of milk to the meat. Not much, like just a couple of drops. And we're going to mix that in with the beef. And what the milk does is helps the beef, keeps the beef nice and moist, and so it doesn't dry out when it's cooking. Like I said, you can do this with meat for burgers too. When you put them on the grill, they dry out pretty quickly. So you add just a couple drops of milk to it. Keeps it plump, tender, doesn't dry out. Once your rice is all done, it won't have any water left in there, and the rice itself will be nice and soft. What we're going to do, we're going to let that cool down just a little bit, and then we're going to mix it in with our beef. And then we're going to take that filling and put it inside of our peppers and stick it in the oven. And rice, we're going to take it and fill up the insides of our green peppers. We're going to stuff it full of the meat, and then we're going to stick it into the oven. Let's turn the oven on to bake 350 degrees. And you're going to cook it in the oven until all the meat is nice and brown. You're going to fill up all your peppers to about there. And if you like, you can either keep them open like that, or you can put the tops on it like that with some air for it to vent. It's your choice, really. Take your pick. And I'll get back to you when I take them out of the oven. about 35 minutes. Let's take him out and take a look here. Yeah. That's how they look like. Put you down over here a second so I can take him out. There we go. And this is them all nice and finished. And each one of these bad boys is only worth 7 points. That's it, just 7. Your green peppers, they're 0 points. Green peppers are 0 points for a whole cup. And each one of these, once you've diced them, is roughly a cup, a little bit less. So 0 points for each of those. The beef involved is only about 5 points. And then since we divided the rice up into 3 servings, is only worth 2 points a serving instead of the original 3 that the box says. So these are 7 points per, and this could be your whole meal right there. If you wanted to, you could add a little bit of cheese on top, or maybe some sour cream, or maybe you want to make another little side with it. You know, you might want to make some mashed potatoes. You know, but this right here is a meal by itself. Each of these is 7 points, and